Hey everybody, welcome back to Sarah.
Welcome back. Hopefully everyone had a nice after Thanksgiving weekend. But what we're going to do today is, we're going to catch up with our favorites. And, I will say, it's a Tobin Christen video. I'm sure you're going to see that from the title. But I was talking to Sarah and I was talking to a couple of people on Instagram about this. It's Tobin Christen, but, we had the year of Sam and Christy. We had the year now of Viv and Beth, where these hot new couples come. But it's like everyone's heart is still with Tobin Christen, will always be with Tobin Christen. Crashland still, yes, but Tobin Christen have such a special place in people's heart overall that it's like we can't get enough. Honestly, cannot get enough.
Love it.
And so we're going to talk about what has been going on with Tobin Christen, because actually a lot has been going on. They have actually been pretty active on Instagram. And they've been doing a lot of things. It's an East Coast. They had an East Coast tour.
Wish we were back there.
I love the East Coast. Who loves the East Coast? We're going to start off because last time we talked about Christen and Tobin, they were at the Players Ball and they were there looking fabulous. There's so many pictures that came out from there. So many moments that they had. We didn't even show a lot on our video, but if you go to Tumblr, if you go to Twitter, if you go to Instagram,
the internet is full of them.
Yeah, so much goodness from that event. Just that event, I still can't get over that event. I'm hoping it's a yearly thing. And so that was on the 15th. If we remember, they went to the game on the 14th. The Players Ball was on the 15th. And then Kristen Press did a little bit of a photo dump in NYC, and she goes, first few days in NYC have been eventful. And I mean, starting off, that picture of her and Tobin right there.
Ooh, yeah, such a picture.
I love, that baggy look. I love that. It's so 90s. Then a cute picture of her and her very beautiful drink.
Ooh, I like that.
Then, that was from the Players Ball.
Love it.
And super cute. Just I
like that jacket.
Yes, it looks so warm. I love it.
And that hat, yeah.
And then her and her sissy, love that.
Cute.
Such a cute picture.
I love her sister's outfit.
I love that. I love it. It's so 90s. I love the cargo pants.
Love the socks with the boots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her sister's outfit. I love that. Super cute. So she posted that a couple days later. So, I mean, they're in the East Coast, and they had a lot going on. They went to the game on the 14th. They went to the Players Ball on the 15th. Then on November 17th, they had an event for Re-Ink, and it was a really special event. If you remember, about 5 months ago, 5, 6, 7 months ago, they had the same kind of event. It was a pop-up event for the Re-Ink brand, and it's a pop-up where they go, and it was a members only, so you have to be a member of the Re-Ink, and they invite the members to come and do some shopping and mingle with Tobin and Christen. I'm going to play some of the video in the background. One of our friends on Instagram went to this event. They actually ended up going to the event, and they shared some amazing pictures and footage. I'm putting in the background, but they told us it was okay to put. But if you want to check out the audio and everything, I will link their Instagram down below, and then you can check out all the videos in full, because there are some really, really, really cute moments. You can just see really cute interactions between Tobin and Christen, and Tobin and Christen with the members and the fans and the members who were there. They got some of the coolest videos and the coolest pictures of
very up close and personal.
Yes. Too. You really just get to see them interact with each other. There was a cute moment where they were going to take a group picture, and Christen was going to take the picture, and then she didn't want to be in the front, and she goes to Tobin, no, you take it, because she didn't want her head to look out of proportion with everyone.
She said Tobin had a smaller head.
Yeah, so. She did have a smaller head.
That's cute.
And then there was a moment where they did like a Tobin trivia, and they asked a Re-Ink trivia and a Tobin trivia, and just very personal and personable to everyone who came out to go to this event.
Yeah, sounds very cool.
So cool. And it's like those little interactions you get to see Tobin and Christen have, and then them just so appreciative everyone who's come out to this event. You know what I mean? And I think I do a lot of this thinking where there's a lot of celebrities in the world. There's a lot of people look up to, but the people like Tobin and Christen, I just wish there was more celebrities like that younger people or people in general could look up to, that are just so positive and so inspirational,
down to earth.
Yeah. we were just talking about, Tobin and Christen hold such a special place in so many people's hearts, from like together, also separately. People have, grown up with Tobin, watched her play, and same with Christen for the last 10, 15 years. And now that they have this brand and are promoting being yourself, being
it's just such a positive message behind what Re-Ink is,
And you can see even when everyone's leaving, they go, "Thank you so much for coming, and we really appreciate it." And love talking with people. It's really sweet to see, and it's so positive. They are so positive. It was so cool to see. I mean, those are like the moments where I'm sure a lot of people couldn't have gone to New York, because just getting there is hard, but to be able to kind of be there at the moment, like, oh, this is,
I know, it's
so cool. And did anyone notice it was the yellow, like, houndstooth jacket, that coat that Christen was wearing? She wore that a couple years ago when she went to Alina on like the date with Tobin a couple years ago.
Outfit remember.
She must love that coat, because it is amazing.
Looks good on her.
Looks so good on her. Like, I love that coat on her. They had that really cool event, and there was a part where Tobin, I saw a picture where Tobin was being like the person bringing up the merchandise, and so it was like she was the cashier. And then I read this on one of the message boards that Tobin was ringing up merchandise, and then Tobin was trying to show Christen how to ring up the merchandise, but she was kind of instructing her how, and it was kind of like just like when you teach someone who doesn't know how to ring up.
I wonder if one of them had a mall job. Worked at a store.
Because a lot of these professional soccer players, a lot of them went straight just to playing football, never did jobs. But a lot of them did. Remember the famous story about Sam Mewis and Christy Mewis? They were Abercrombie for Christy, and then Sam worked at Dunkin'. So very famously.
Dunks. She should be the face of Dunkin'.
I know. So Massachusetts. So that was cute. And there was actually a cool video of Tobin actually screen printing some of the shirts. So
I did see that. That was cool.
So cool. I mean, there's a lot of, you can check out all of those pictures on Tumblr, on Instagram, on Twitter. You'll find them, but a lot of cool shots from that event. So very cool. And that was, I believe, the 17th. Then at some point, I don't know if this was a later gram, we got a little action from Tobin's dad.
Okay, we're not creeping on Papa Tobin, but he's hot.
I don't know if this was I'm not exactly sure the timetable, but we got a couple cool pictures of Tobin and Christen with Tobin's dad.
Yeah, and I don't mean to be disrespectful or creeping or anything, but her dad's kind of hot.
Her dad's very good looking. And they look so
I know
alike.
A hot dad when I see one.
They look so alike. I mean, the same shape.
Okay, he could be a model.
Yeah.
Like, he could be a model for, like...
menswear.
Yes, menswear.
She does Gucci. He could be Gucci, too.
There's the new face of Gucci.
Yes. Like the older
Tobin's
crowd.
dad.
Yeah, like the Silver Fox crowd. Yes. And so a lot of people did notice there was a cute picture of Christen and Tobin right there. And, Tobin's hand gets a little...
Ooh.
Travel-y.
Her hand looks like it's on her lap. Like,
very cute. I love that. Very cute. And such a cool picture. Yeah. And kind of moving on from that, so I'm not quite sure when that picture was taken. That could have been a later gram. It was captioned "Dinner with Tobin and Christen in Venice. We had a blast." So I'm not sure when that was actually taken, but as we know, Thanksgiving was last week. And we all know kind of like the stories around a lot of these professional athletes. A lot of times they can't be with their family when they want to be, But then we got a picture from Perry, which is Tobin's sister, and she's like an influencer herself. She's doing it, and she's like plays pickleball, and she's like
pickleball.
Yes, and she does like all these cool mom things. Actually, she reminds me of your sister-in-law, which Sarah's sister-in-law is like queen mom doing crafts.
Christen.
Yeah, her sister-in-law kind of looks like Christen.
She reminds me of her mannerisms.
And Perry's kind of like that mom that is just always doing things and being such a active mom. But
Supermom.
Yeah, she posted a cool picture. So this picture was posted. So we got a sibling pic. We got Perry. I know her other sister's name, but it's not coming to me. I forget.
Wow, what a hot family.
Yeah, and then Tobin and Tobin's brother. So super cool picture. And then we spy a little group pic right here. I'll probably crop out Tobin and Christen in this pic because I don't want to necessarily put their kids in here, but such an amazing, fun picture of Tobin's whole family, and then Christen and Tobin on the end cap looking
very good together.
So cute. I mean, Tobin's sister and Christen kind of match there.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a dress code.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody
neutrals.
go for neutrals, nudes.
And here's another group pic and I will just kind of crop out Tobin and Christen, but of them and Tobin in her sweater, looking like she's there for Thanksgiving with the whole family.
Cute.
I guess Perry did an interview. Perry or Tobin did an interview talking about she'd only spent one Thanksgiving with Tobin in 15 years.
What?
And yeah,
that's wild.
Isn't that crazy? And even last year, if you remember, I don't know if you remember this, Sarah, Tobin and Christen actually spent Thanksgiving in England because Tobin was playing for Arsenal, and so they were in England when Thanksgiving was. And then I don't know if you remember, they spent it with Kristen's old college roommate, or
I remember
who was in England too, so they had Thanksgiving there. And then the year before, I don't know if you remember this, that's when they played the game against Netherlands, and the U.S. women's national team played against Netherlands, so they were at the game during Thanksgiving, so they were away from their family then too, which is common. I mean, so
life of an athlete.
Yeah,
it's wild.
So the fact that they got to be there for Thanksgiving, and the cool pictures with Tobin and her. I mean, I love those sibling pictures. Those are just the best.
They look very similar.
And then there's this picture, still better than Tobin Heath at ping pong.
Oh, ping pong is so fun.
I know. It's hard though. And then there's a cute picture.
I get too competitive.
But they got to be there for Thanksgiving. I think that's so cool. Oh, okay. So I see this picture actually. Happy 88th birthday to the very best granny. So their grandmother must be 88. That is very cool. That is very cool. So happy they got to all be together, and Tobin and Christen got to be there for Thanksgiving. And I know Perry lives on the East Coast. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't know what city. I know we love the East Coast so much. But that's kind of what they are up to. That was on Thanksgiving. Grassroots has a gala every year. I'm not quite sure I don't remember how it happened for COVID, but it's on December 1st. So we'll see if Tobin and Christen go to that, if they go to it together, or if Christen goes, or if, how that works. I believe that's December 1st, and I think it's on the East Coast, or maybe even Europe. I'm actually not quite sure where it is, so we'll see if pictures come out then. Yes. But from the Players' Ball to Tobin and Christen taking New York.
That should be a movie.
Yeah, I know.
Tobin and Christen
watch it.
Take New York. That's like New York Minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Olsen twins who? What?
And then the pop-up event that looks so positive and so cool. A lot of special moments with everyone there. It's very cool.
And the clothes look so comfy.
So cool. I mean, such a vibe. Style is so, it is them. It is them,
Yeah.
So from the re-ink event to Tobin and Christen being able to be together with their sisters and siblings for Thanksgiving. Very cool. Very, very cool. And like I was saying, Tobin and Christen are in so many people's hearts that no matter,
and dreams,
big or small things that they're doing, it's just like we will always be interested,
Yeah.
We will.
And supportive.
Exactly. They just want to be a positive force in the world.
Yeah, positive role models.
Yeah, exactly. What does everyone think? What was your favorite Tobin Christen moment? What did you think of some of those videos from the pop-up event? And Tobin and Christen looking so happy they got to be with their family on Thanksgiving. Because who doesn't want to be someone who hasn't been able to be with their family for that often around this time? Questions, comments down below. What does everyone think? We'll see what else is going on with them. A lot of activity on Instagram from Tobin and Christen, which has been nice to see as well. Questions, comments down below. We'll talk to everyone soon.
Stay cozy.
Talk to you later.